there, sure. It's set up that way. But if you want to stay there, you can do that too.
I thought I can sit here.
Okay, why not? Why not?
Sorry, Shasha Prabhu, you did so much hard work. You just set up this.
He just has to shift the camera, nothing else.
Yeah.
So maybe while we're finishing the setup, we'll just everyone can introduce themselves. So I organized this program with the help with some other people, including my wife who's absent today, and Bhakta Sasha. My name is Atma.
Yoga Lokiti.
Halika.
Halika. And there will be opportunity for questions during the class or at the end as our speaker will prompt us. And then we're going through every week, we're going through the Bhagavad Gita verse by verse. So we actually go through it in an orderly fashion.
Okay.
So you can, if you're coming for a long time, then you'd be a scholar and also a Bhagavad Gita, and then if you're following it, you'd also be a self-realized soul. So we're going through this. We're right in the middle of the Bhagavad Gita right now, and we've gone through it every week since 2011. So now we've gone through the Bhagavad Gita 1.5 times.
Okay.
So it takes that long to go through because there's 700 verses, but only 52 Saturdays in the year. And then our guest speaker is Param Brahma. So he's been a devotee for living in the temple for about 15 years, I think, and studying in Fiji? I always getting. For me, those countries they're like similar.
Australia.
So sorry, I messed that up.
Yeah.
So he was studying in Australia at the time as a student, and then he met the devotees. And since then he's been practicing Krishna consciousness, and his duty or his role as someone who lives in a temple devoted to Krishna is for sharing Krishna consciousness with other people, helping teach Krishna consciousness so other people can benefit from the same thing that he and all of we also benefit from. And the best way to receive benefits and keep receiving them is also to give out what you receive. So so Param Brahma has been living here in New York, what, 3 years?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 years, and we have another temple in New Jersey where he's residing now, but because we know each other since when he was staying in a temple in New York, so because we have a nice relationship, I know how he does good preaching of Krishna consciousness, so I didn't let him go, so he still comes here even though he's now a little further away. Okay, so you want to begin, Prabhu?
Sure, thank you. I hope you all have got today's verse. It's chapter 8, verse number 8. Yeah? Do you have access to Bhagavad Gita? Shasha, do we have any extra copy? for her, please? Thank you. So you can say after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you so much for coming this Saturday evening. Today we are reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, entitled as Attaining the Supreme, verse number 8 today. Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Cetasa Nanya Gamina Paramam Purusham Divyam Yate Partha Anuchintayan Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Cetasa Nanya Gamina Purusham Divyam Yate Partha Anuchintayan
Param Purusham
Divyam Yati Parthanu Chintayan.
Yati Partanu Chintayan.
Please.
Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena.
Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena.
Cetasa Nanya Kamina.
Cetasa Nanya Kamina.
Paramam Purusham Divyam.
Paramam Purusham Divyam.
Yati Partanu Chintayan.
Yati Parthanu Chintayan. Anybody else? Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena. Cetasa Nanya Gamina. Paramam Purusham Divyam. Yati Parthanu Chintayan.
Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena.
Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena.
Cetasa Nanya Gamina.
Cetasa Nanya Gamina.
Paramam Purusham Divyam.
Paramam Purusham Divyam.
Yati Parthanu Chintayan.
Yati Parthanu Chintayan. Anybody else would like to try? No? Okay, word to word meaning. Abhyasa Yoga.
Abhyasa Yoga.
By practice.
In the practice.
Yuktena.
Yuktena.
Being engaged in meditation.
Being engaged in meditation.
Cetasa.
Cetasa.
By the mind and intelligence.
By the mind and intelligence.
Na anya gamina.
Kamina.
Without their being deviated.
Without their being deviated.
Paramam.
Paramam.
The Supreme.
The Supreme.
Purusham.
Purusham.
Personality of Godhead.
Personality of God.
Divyam.
Divyam.
Transcendental.
Transcendental.
Yati.
Yati.
One achieves.
One achieves.
Partha. O son of Pritha. Anuchintayan.
Anuchintayan.
Constantly thinking of.
Constantly thinking.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. Purport. In this verse, Lord Krishna stresses the importance of remembering him. One's memory of Krishna is revived by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna. By this practice of chanting and hearing the sound vibration of the Supreme Lord, one's ear, tongue and mind are engaged. This mystic meditation is very easy to practice and it helps one attain the Supreme Lord. Purusham means enjoyer. Although living entities belong to the marginal energy of the Supreme Lord, they are in material contamination. They think themselves enjoyers, but they are not the supreme enjoyer. Here it is clearly stated that the supreme enjoyer is the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his different manifestation and plenary expansion as Narayan, Vasudeva, etc. The devotee can constantly think of the object of worship, the Supreme Lord, in any of his features, such as Narayana, Krishna, Rama, etc., by chanting Hare Krishna. This practice will purify him, and at the end of his life, due to his constant chanting, he will be transferred to the kingdom of God. Yoga practice is meditation on the super soul within. Similarly, by chanting Hare Krishna, one fixes his mind always on the Supreme Lord. The mind is fickle, and therefore it is necessary to engage the mind by force to think of Krishna. One example often given is that of the caterpillar that thinks of becoming a butterfly and so is transformed into a butterfly in the same life. Similarly, hey, how's it going? Similarly, if we constantly thinking of Krishna, it is certain that at the end of our lives, we shall have the same bodily constitution as Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanu Sate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhute Srimate Kadam Karan Swami Namane. Okay, dear devotees, thank you so much for coming. Please come in. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Tell them too, if they are also outside. They want to come in. Okay, that's fine. So here, if you see, if you've been here last week, this text number 8, okay, hear the translation carefully. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me. Undeviated from the path, he, O Pratha, is sure to reach me. It is a repetition of text number 7. Whatever he said in text number 7, he is exactly emphasizing the importance of remembering him. Let me read text number 7 for you. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. So these two, text number 7 and text number 8, they both are same, no difference. Okay, in this particular verse here, Prabhupada is saying, Krishna is stressing the importance of remembering him. Okay, what is the benefit or what is the falashruti? Falashruti means what is the fruit of hearing and remembering about Krishna. If you are thinking about somebody, that means at the end there will be some consequences, there will be some output. So what is the output? Krishna is saying the output, if you think about me throughout your whole life, the fruit of thinking about me, that you will come back to me, to the spiritual world. I mean, what a beauty. Okay, where can you get this deal? Anywhere. And Prabhupada gives an example in the purport of a caterpillar. Okay, and he says that when a caterpillar thinks of becoming a butterfly, okay, when he constantly think over that, okay, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, or because at the end of his life he's thinking about only butterfly, in the next life that particular jiva which is in the form of a caterpillar will take the form of a butterfly. And in text number 5 and 6 here he says very beautifully, okay, he says in text number 5, whoever at the end of his life quits his body, okay, whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, not anybody else, he's saying remembering me alone, at once attain my nature, of this there is no doubt. And text number 6 again he says, whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. So the beauty of getting this human birth is only one purpose. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Smartavya satatam Vishnu na vismartavya jatuchit. Means we have to organize our life in such a way, we have to put ourselves in such an atmosphere where those atmosphere will always help us to think about Krishna. What are those activities or what are those atmosphere? I just want to hear from you side. What do you think? What are those activities if you would like to do or you are doing it that helping you to think about the Lord? What do you think?
Like coming here.
By coming here, that means the association. Sorry, sir?
Sangha.
Sangha, yeah, she said the same thing while coming here. When you associate with the devotee of the Lord, what they do? They always talk about the Lord. Have you ever been, like, if you are doing some science stream, some architectural thing, some teaching things, something, whatever profession you are doing, if you get along with the same profession of people, do you think what kind of a talk they do? If you are a banker, okay, if you are a banker and you are associating with the people who does the same thing, so what kind of a talk they do?
We keep on talking about banker only. We keep on talking about that.
They do keep talking about the banking stuff, okay, how the investment will go, fix thing, fix that, rate, interest, everything. And if you find the doctor, what are they going to talk about?
Diagnosis.
About their medical things, you know, whatever field they come from. Same as with the people who are in the business, they'll always talk about business. So now here Krishna is talking about, if you want to hear about me, go to my devotees, because they will always talk about me. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha, means ki whenever they talk about me, they also feel pleasure and they helps other to feel the same pleasure. They also grow and they also help other to grow. And what is the benefit? At the end of their life, they come back to me. That's what we are hankering for. In this material world, the nature of the material world is what? Flickering. Okay, it's temporarily. Today you see some apartments are there. Maybe after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, it won't be there, or it wasn't there. If you see, there are some new states are here. If you see, some 30 years, 40 years back, they were not here.
The building next door.
Next door, it
that
was a
gas station.
station.
When we started our program.
Yeah. If you see the photo of Prabhupada here, somewhere, Prabhupada is walking, somebody captured his photo, and behind the Prabhupada, there was a gas station. During 50, 40 years back or 30 years back, there was a gas station. And now there is no more gas station. There is a building here, skyscraper building. So you can see the nature of the material world is flickering. But the nature of the spiritual world, it's always constant. It doesn't flicker. It remains the same. So whatever spiritual activity we do or we are helping you to do, it always remains as your permanent asset. It doesn't go. Whether this life goes away, in the next life you come back again as a human. That is assurance of Lord Krishna in chapter 2, verse number 40. He says, whoever practices this path, there is I give you the guarantee, there is no loss, there is no diminution. Okay? If somehow or other, unfortunately, if you haven't finished your spiritual life in this lifetime, so next time is sure that you will take birth as a human, and you will start where you have finished in your previous life. If you have finished 30% of your downloading of your spiritual life, so next lifetime it won't be 0. You will start from 31. 50, 51, 60, 61 it will start. So wherever you have finished, that is the beauty here. Because ultimately getting the birth as a human or getting this body as a human, the success of being a success of getting this human birth is when the time will come to leave this world. If we are thinking about Lord Krishna, then our life is successful. So we will not come back again into this material world taking a form of 8.4 million species of life. It could be a human, aquatics, birds, trees, any other insects or worm. We will not take. We will ultimately go there. We are working so hard in this material world to make things permanent. We need permanent house, we need permanent spouse, we need permanent phone, we need permanent income. Anything you see, we always look for permanent. But can you tell me, is there anything permanent in this material world? Nothing. You see yourself 10 years ago, there were some hairs. Okay, no more hair. There were some black beards, but now it's getting gray. Okay, so things are changing. No matter how much we can make ourselves fool, or we can make the world fool, but reality we know. No matter how much makeup you put on your face, but as soon as the makeup gets down, you know you're getting old. You may cheat others, for some time, maybe half an hour, maybe one evening, maybe one night, but somewhere the reality has to come out and you have to deal with it. So that is the nature. It's always changing temporarily. This body is changing. Okay, that's why Prabhupada, he gives this eye-opener statement. You are not this body, you are a spirit soul. So work on that basis. Work on completely that basis here. And top of that, here is saying, especially those who have come from Indian background, they know Krishna has taken many incarnations, okay, many avatars. Lord Rama, Lord Narsingha, Lord Varaha, Lord Vishnu, okay, and many others. There are so many. So here we are not saying you have to only focus on Krishna. So whichever the Vishnu Tattva, okay, you like or you want to worship upon, you meditate upon that form, because it's the same thing. Lord, His energy, His incarnation, and His incarnation of the incarnation, they have the same potency to take you back to the spiritual world. Prabhupada gives an example, like we are here 25 people, okay, 25 people we are sitting here. If I give you a candle, okay, a candle to each of you, and I have the original candle I'm holding, and my candle is lighting up, and with my candle I help her, I lit her candle, and I lit his candle, and I lit them, and I ask them to do the same thing with others, and we all put together same on the table. So who can tell me which candle is the original one? It's hard to say, and even you cannot say, because all the candles look same. But if they look same, but other side there is also an original one. With the help of the original one, other candles got lit up. Yes? So that's what Lord Krishna is. Because some people like, especially they are from South India, Lord Vishnu, Lord Varaha, Lord Narsingha Dev, they like it. So please stick to that form, because we cannot change the nature of the individual personality of the Godhead. If somebody likes to worship Lord Rama, please do so with bottom of your heart and chant Hare Krishna. When you chant the Hare Krishna, whatever the ignorance is there in the mind, in the heart, in the consciousness, it will go away. Then you can see your relationship with the Lord clearly. Okay, he is my worshipable Lord. It's in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Murari Gupta. Okay, Murari Gupta is an incarnation of Hanumanji. Okay, he asked him, you please worship, meditate upon Lord Krishna, please you do. And he was trying, he tried for whole night, he could not do so. He says, why you are not doing? He says, I am attached to the form of Lord Rama. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I bless you, because they both are the same. I was testing you. So whichever form we are attached to, especially Vishnu form I'm talking about, not any other demigods, any Vishnu form, okay, attached to, please do worship so. And try to build your relationship with him. It will only be possible if we do that practice since when we get this knowledge. If you try to know all these things in your old age, it will not work. Prabhupada gives an example because everything starts from the early age. Yes? Like kids when they go to school, or we all have been to school, when there is an examination, suppose there is an examination, final exam in the March or April, okay? And you start studying previous year from April, May, June, July, you start throughout the whole year. If you do the whole year, then there is a hope that you can pass the exam. But if you don't practice, or if you don't study the whole year, and as soon as you just start taking up your books and notes in February, January and March during the last days, do you think you are able to make it? Impossible. You're not going to be able to, and you will be in the great anxiety. You will think every single day, every single second is so valuable. Every single second is so valuable. And that time you will be in full anxiety because your body will not help you. Your gross body, it will not help you. And your subtle body is made of what? Mind, intelligence and false ego. It will not work. These two, subtle body and gross body, will not help you, will not cooperate with you. Telling you, have you ever noticed when you have any serious disease, even in your young age, your whole focus, your whole attention goes to that part. If you have diarrhea, okay, motion, loose motions, you see that whole day you don't even think about anything else because whole attention goes there. When the next will come, when the next I have to run. So whole attention will go there, only just a bodily problem. Or if you break your nails, unfortunately somewhere, or you press your finger, the whole attention goes to one little organ of the whole body. You can't even focus about anything else. You lose your focus from your work, from your spouse, from your children, from your wealth, everything goes into one part. So what to speak about when you are in your old age, when your whole body is aching? Your knees, your back, your chest, doctor says do that x-ray, this x-ray, eyes are problem, you can't see, ears you can't hear, teeth you can't chew, doctor says ki cholesterol, this and that, BP high. What are you going to do? And top of that, you are taking so heavy antibiotics. That's, kills your, immune system. You can't even eat at all. Blockage, This, so many things will happen. So where is the question that you're going to chant Hare Krishna, or you're going to come to the program like that, and you're going to sit and hear? You will think about, how can I keep because as soon as you get older, you look for more comfort. When you are young, you can sleep anywhere because you're so strong. You can, ready to take any kind of austerity. You can, maybe be an empty stomach for, breakfast or lunch. You can only just eat once a day. But when you get old, I'm telling you, you look for comfort as much as you want. You look for a seat to sit down because you can't stand for long hours. And if you do so, then your feet are swollen, many things happen. So that's why this practice has to be done in the early age, as early as possible. Prahlad Maharaj, he says, at the age of 5, as soon as you come into the consciousness, start from there. Because there's no guarantee that a person will reach 50, 60, 70 and 80. Because a person can leave the body at any time. 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9 years, we can see that. People are leaving their body in the womb also. Being killed by their, unfortunate parents. They have been killed by. So as soon as you get a knowledge, immediately apply. Immediately, do not wait that, okay, let me, get my children married, let me pay off my loans. No. There will be never a time that you will be able to pay off your loans or, get married. Just do it, because this is your own individual life. Okay? Nobody has a right to architect your life, only you yourself, because you are an individual soul and you have an individual relationship with the Lord. Okay? Because if you are wasting your time in other things, then at the end of the day, you're gonna pay off. It's a very, people say like, he's my better half, she's my better half, We are like, two body, one soul. To me, it looks like a joke. I just ask them, okay, if you are saying everything is half-half, let me ask you one question. If this man ever gets 104-degree temperature, okay, so does he ever share his half with you? Okay, so okay, I am 104, so you can take, you are my better half, so why don't you take my 52? It never happens. The suffering, you only have to go through. She or he can only sit next to your head, give you some medicine, some solace, some food, something can be done. But that suffering you have to walk through by yourself. So we have to be very, very intelligent. Being as a husband, as a wife, as a children, as an employee, as a citizen of the country, situate yourself, okay, organize yourself in such a way where you provide yourself Krishna consciousness lifestyle, which is called bhakti lifestyle. This is a complete advice of whole Vedic scripture. It's the advice of Lord Shri Krishna. If you situate yourself, because we all materially also want to situate ourselves comfortably, yes? We look for a very good spouse, a very good nice house nearby the hospital, police, market, grocery shop, train station, bus stop. We look for all the facilities, make sure our material life goes smoother. So why not with the spiritual life? Spiritual life, we have to work. See, how much do we calculate when a spouse, when a man and a woman, when they go and look for a house, they don't just look for a house, they look for the facilities around that house. Okay, they see the house, it has got 3, 4, 5 rooms, got 2 bathrooms, some kitchen, some backyard, some front yard, some this facility, that facility. But not only they see the house, they see the surrounding areas also. Okay, schools are there for our children, how far they are. Okay, medical things are there, groceries are there, post office there, police station is there, train station is there. There's so many facilities they look upon how far they are from our home. And by calculating everything, measuring everything, then they buy the property. I don't think so has anybody, just been into the forest and just bought it. Anything like, no, they calculate everything. So in a similar way, we also have to calculate our spiritual life. Okay, how should I put myself in a situation where it always helps me? If I am not among the association, as you said, we need to put ourselves in the association, but it is not possible 24 hours. You can only do maybe once a week, only for half an hour or 1 hour, maximum 3 hours. How about your rest of the week? What are you going to do with that one? So Krishna says, take this book with you at home. If you don't have Bhagavad Gita, take Bhagavad Gita and read 1, 2, 3 pages every day. Chant Hare Krishna. Everything is free. Prabhupada is saying, we are not charging you anything. Everything is completely free. All you have to do, you have to utilize your intelligence to practice this. try a little bit for some time, see what are the changes happening in your life. If you think it's good, you carry on. If it's not, then there will be no harm. At least you have practiced something bona fide, something authoritative. Krishna is the greatest authority, and he is giving you from his side as an authoritative process. What are the process to follow up? First is chanting. He's saying here, chant Hare Krishna. You can do anywhere. Even if you're sitting on a toilet, you are taking shower, you are walking on a subway, traveling, cooking, cleaning your house, working. We do murmur so many songs, Hollywood songs, Bollywood songs, yeah? So why don't we just murmur this chanting Hare Krishna, which has an ultimate spiritual benefit? You will get benefited, and when the sound will go in the air, the other living entities, such as they are like in the air, germs, atoms are there, trees and other living entities, those who can't speak or those who can't hear anything. When this spiritual vibration will go into their ears, they will also get benefited by that. But if I'm going to chant something nonsense song, neither you will get benefit nor the other party will get benefited. There's no benefit to anybody. So why don't we practice something spiritual which will help us and which will help others also? That's what Srila Prabhupada did. When he came here, he took this bongo right there on the corner. That's all he has. He took it to the Tompkins Square Park and he sat under the tree, okay, and he started chanting Hare Krishna. When this mantra goes into the ears of the people who were just lying like a naked dead body, okay, they heard, what's this sound coming from? And this sound attracts him so much, they were coming closer and closer to Srila Prabhupada. And they just make a circle around him and they just stare him like an alien. Who's this man? We have never seen such an outfit in our life. Okay, first of all, what are the outfits? They were all naked. Prabhupada is wearing saffron, sannyasa cloth and is chanting, close his eyes, fully meditation. When they're just thinking, he says, whatever he's doing, we don't know, but it's good. It's just making us to dance, and they were doing that. And when they're chanting for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, when they're getting pure, and they ask Srila Prabhupada, they just ask me, hey man, can you tell us what are you doing, what this Hare Krishna means all about? And Prabhupada said, now you people are ready to hear, because they have become enough purified so they can ask the further inquiry. What are you doing? Who you are? What are you chanting? What are you carrying? Where have you come from? What is your purpose to be here? Please tell us all those things. Then Srila Prabhupada got them into here, 26nd Avenue, Bachelor Street. Okay, now sit. I'll teach you. Right there, where he's sitting.
This place.
Yes, this is the place, sir. This is the first Hare Krishna ISKCON temple. That's where the whole movement started. This place here. This is it's a holy tirtha. It's a holy place. It is the first Hare Krishna temple here. So please, it is our request of our acharyas, request of Lord Krishna, do not hold yourself back to practice this beautiful life which is called Krishna consciousness life. There will be no harm. You will always be getting benefited all time, anywhere. Simple practice, chant Hare Krishna, read his books, associate with people, because we like to associate. Yes? We are not a dead stone, we are just sitting at the one corner for lifetime. We are human, we have emotions, okay? We have feelings, and we like to share those emotions and feelings with others. So why not we share with Lord Krishna? We share with somebody else, instead of getting the benefit, our problems become worse. Because when we open our heart to somebody, we look some kind of a solace, some kind of a solution. But instead of a solution, the situation becomes more worse. So the only solution is Krishna consciousness. For any problem, you just start it, you just practice it and see how you go. Okay, I'll stop here and see if anybody has any question. I would like to open up then more discussion on that.
I guess I have a quick question.
Please go ahead.
Maybe it's not super relevant, but I understand that when you've done spiritual practice.
Yeah.
You carry over that progress essentially.
Yeah.
But I suppose there is still potential to sort of fall back into the animal world. I guess that possibility exists, like a regression.
It is there, but why to go back if you know what is the process to go ahead?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
But
the point is, see, there are many people, even in chapter 6 of this Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked the same questions. He says, Ki, Krishna, I have one question exactly like you. He says, Ki, okay, tell me, when a yogi, when he practices for short time, what is his destination? And when a yogi practices for long time, then he leaves his practice, then what's his destination? Is that the same thing you ask, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I also just want to expand it a little bit more because I understand that there are other lokas as well.
Yeah.
So I guess I was just trying to understand the difference between sort of animal life
Yeah.
versus, let's say, life in a lower loka
Yeah.
or a higher loka. So
Yeah.
I was just wondering, what is the difference in one's spiritual practice that would cause one to, let's say, revert to the animal world versus to a different loka?
See, according to Krishna's assurance, it will not happen. Because once you have practice according to his style, according to his instruction, so your progress is toward upward, not downward. That is sure. But if you don't practice and you start doing the sinful activity, so there are chances you may go back for some time as a punishment. As a punishment, you may go back, and by the punishment, when your punishment is finished, you may come back again to this earthly planet, and there you can start your spiritual life back again where you left previously. Make sense or not?
Yeah.
Like a sober person, okay, in the society, he knows if he does any kind of a crime, he has to go back to the jail. Even though if he have once been for some small thing, for a week or for a day or for a month, he just been to the prison, he knows how hard it is. But again, he wants to go. But he's a sober person, okay. But if he does something very severe which harms the society, to correct him, the judge send him to the jail back again. But he doesn't like to do that. What he wants him to do, why does a jail is there, a prison is there? To rectify his mistake, to make him realize this is not good for you, this is not good for the society. So don't ever do that again. If he is intelligent enough, he will not repeat the mistake again. But if he does do so, then again he has to come back. But why to come back again? Make sense or not? The intelligent person, yeah. So the intelligent person always, because everybody likes freedom. Even the animal likes freedom. They don't like to be in the cage. Everybody likes freedom, like kids like freedom, adults like freedom, we like freedom. So we because by nature we don't like to be, put in the bondage, because it's not a comfortable situation. We like to be free. So that's why Lord is saying, if you really want to be completely free from all the anxiety, then practice this, come back to me. Then you are completely free from all the anxiety. His place is, another place is called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means where there is no misery. Kuntha means where is misery, a lot of misery. And this place is called Kuntha. There is a problem from your own body and mind. There is a problem from other living entity. There is a problem from nature. So anywhere you look around, people are there to harass you. If a person is intelligent enough, he can observe, yes, I'm being suffered, even though I'm trying to be a good person, but still the people are there, they are there to harass me. They are giving me unnecessary problem. So the intelligent person, what he does, let me get out of this material world. Prabhupada says, this place is not for the gentleman. Gentleman is what? Who practice Krishna consciousness, not the person who just wear a nice tie, tuxedo, suit, belt, and ladies and gentlemen. That's not gentleman. The gentleman is one who follow the Vedic scriptures 100%. Got the point? Yeah. Anybody else?
back to what he was
Yeah.
asking, I think probably we can also use the example of Maharaj Bharat, because he turned to deer in his next life.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's what you meant, like in the next life we could.
He
be
doesn't know,
animals
maybe
also,
you know
something
it,
like
the
that.
story of this.
That's what.
Bharat Maharaj.
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking him because he's the one who needs to understand.
I don't know
Yeah,
the
that's
story.
why, because I gave the answer according to his,
No, I meant
level.
to us from my perspective.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
You meant to us in the next life we could be animals. That's what you meant.
Yeah.
If it
Well,
does-
well,
yeah.
that, and also I guess I don't fully understand the difference between like a lower loka versus returning
Yeah.
to animal life. I was
No, you read books, you will understand. Because as I said, there is a possibility, but why to go there? Because there is a story in Srimad Bhagavatam, as she was saying, there was one king. Okay, he was the emperor of the whole universe. He was so wealthy, he had so many wives, so much wealth, so much powerful, everything. When the right time came, he gave up everything and he dedicated his life to become a proper spiritual practitioner. But unfortunate, something happened in his life. He got attached to a baby deer and he started taking care of the deer. Instead of thinking about the Lord, he was thinking about this pet animal. And at the end of his life, he was only thinking about this pet animal, and unfortunate, his next birth, he became as a deer. Okay? But by Krishna's blessing, he remembered what mistake he did. So what he did, he tried to aloof himself even in the deer body. He kept himself aloof from other deer, from his parents, from all the friend circle, this and that, and he was waiting when this deer body will go away. And he was waiting for the human birth. And then when the deer body got away, then he took birth as a Jada birth, as another person in a human form, okay, as a human. And in that way, he was so intelligent by the blessings of Lord Krishna, he didn't interact with his parents, with his family member, with his schools, colleges, nothing. He kept aloof like a deaf and dumb man. He was just predicting to the world as he doesn't know anything. But in his heart, he was always thinking about the Lord. And in that life, he just gone back to Godhead. So there is a possibility, but why to do that? That's why these case studies are there in the Vedic scripture, even though if I'm thinking to do, but this thing has already been done by somebody in previous ages. So make sure I study those cases and not to do that. Otherwise, it's very heavy, coming back again as an animal or coming back again as a human. Human itself is a great challenge, being in the womb for 9 months, which is, a bag full of stool, blood and many other things. Then you come out, then you study, then, go school, colleges, harassed by teachers, your students, mates, everybody. Then you start to think, am I going back to Godhead or not? Situations won't be favorable. But if it's there now, right now, in this form, so just take the full advantage of it and go back. No need to wait. Yeah, anybody else? Yeah, Prabhu, please.
I just said, just to supplement what you're saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's so many places to go. Higher places and lower places. And, because your question is making me think. We could also inquire. Well, I wonder, what would it be like if I took birth in one of these species that I'm not necessarily familiar with? Because there's, the Vedas say there's 8,400,000 species. There's so many species, and we know of probably a limited number of them. There's just there's higher planets we can go. There's lower planets, but it's kind of I think the point is kind of you could learn about all those places, but our scriptures are mostly focusing on how to avoid going to those places.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like we could there's a place where you can learn details about all these, but it's kind of okay, there's lots of details, but you could never keep up. You could never understand all of it. It's Like I mean, I'm a lawyer, right? And I can't. Sometimes people they ask me some question about some field law. I know nothing about it, and I try to explain, like, you know, if you go to a doctor who's a heart surgeon, you know, if you have if you have a problem with your heart, you don't go to a pediatrician for that. Like you need to go to a cardiologist. But it's kind of like there's like so much information just within law or just within medicine, and an expert doctor doesn't necessarily may not have expertise in so many other fields of medicine. So we're kind of like we're Prabhupada is providing us the expertise in understanding that there's unlimited good and bad things in this material world, but they're all kind of more or less the same. Whether you're in an animal body or you're in a lower planet, but not in an animal body, it's all kind of bad, and there's unlimited details. But it's more like what our scriptures, as given to us by Prabhupada, he's giving us like a section of the scriptures that mostly focus on understanding philosophically the difference between spirit and matter, and how to make sure that you're going to go to not just a higher destination, but the highest destination. So I think that was maybe
No, you are
supplementary
absolutely
point.
right.
Is that
Yeah, no,
helpful?
Prabhu, it's really helpful. Prabhupada
Okay.
says there are 3 levels of intelligence. The first class intelligent person is who hears, who observes, and doesn't do that. Second class, who hears, okay, who he observes also, but he wants to experience once. Let me have a look. That's called second class. But third class is he hears, he observes, and he experiences many times, still he doesn't learn. So we need to be, at least, if we can't be a first class, at least we can be a second class where we can have only once, but better not to have that one, because that also costs very heavy. Better to be a first class intelligence. Okay, I heard from the scripture, there are many case studies, those who have done this, and I have seen people around me doing this, and I'm not going to do that. That's really cost me very heavy. So be a first class intelligent person to avoid it, otherwise very heavy. Okay, if it's not there any questions, so we can proceed ahead for a short kirtan. Yeah, for 5 minutes, and then followed by dinner prasadam. Okay,
Thank you.
there you go. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.